But this is also what's at the heart of all the tensions that exist, is because the fear on our part, the Americans that is that we do not want to see Pakistan and China gets even closer, because Pakistan with China getting closer is going to spill into Afghanistan. Afghanistan has a lot of natural resources under that rugged terrain, and we don't want to see those developments take place.
So, on the surface of it, Dr. David, we see like two meetings between the army chief and Washington. We
Mhm.
see Washington banning BLA, Balochistan Liberation Army, people responsible of killing, attacking Pakistani Balochis, Chinese
Mhm.
engineers, businessmen here in Pakistan. So
Mhm.
it looks like this was a big move to get BLA recognized as a terrorist group by the State
Yeah.
Department would help actually Pakistan fish out these guys living abroad, bring them back to Pakistan and do something about it. So, are you saying this is all leverage being done because of a greater game?
Well, it's for sure. And the way to look at this, think about the recent peace agreement between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Who ever thought? And you know what we got for it? We got now to set up shop in Armenia.
Yep.
If you ask me 3 years ago, oh, we're going to set up shop in Armenia, I'll tell you, you must be smoking weeds.
That was
But
the
that's
case.
not the but also you have to think about the big picture. And the big picture is that corridor that exists in Eurasia,
Trip.
which, by the way, exactly, which, by the way, takes us back to 2002 in Afghanistan. Why do you think we went to Afghanistan? It's because we saw what was lying ahead regarding the economic opportunities in that region, and we wanted to prevent that from happening. Now we are seeing this rapprochement between, not rapprochement, the partnership between China and India, and I'm sorry, China and Pakistan. And we are making all the efforts to prevent any development from taking place. Balochistan, when I used to travel to, I spent a lot of time in Afghanistan, and we were familiar with certain groups and entities that we were funding. We are the one funding. I mean, don't be surprised, Ali, if I even tell you entities inside Pakistan, we were funding them. And of course, the government knew about it. Let's be honest about it. The Pakistani government back then knew about certain things, and they went along with it. And I'm talking about the time when Pervez Musharraf was in
Yeah.
charge. So, without getting into more of the sensitive aspects of it, suffice it to say, like you mentioned, the keyword, the big game. That's exactly what is at the heart of all this. But in the middle of it is Pakistan China relations. Because China has the means, China has the resources, Pakistan has the strategic location. You can put the two and two together and you figure out the possibilities and opportunities are there. And I believe the Pakistani people deserve their economic conditions to move up the ladder. I mean, I'm aware of the massive corruption that exists within the system in Islamabad. Let's be honest about corruption. It is massive. But on the other hand, the Pakistani people deserve the right to know at least what's going on and deserve to prosper economically. If their partnership with China will provide that, then be it. But the forces behind the scenes will do whatever it takes to prevent that from taking foothold. This
How,
is what the big game is.
last question. I know you have to go somewhere.
Sure.
Uh, how do you compare the diplomatic relations right now, India to the world and Pakistan to the world? And what's the future?
Yeah.
Like, if you said 10 years from now, how can things change?
Yeah. Well, Pakistan is gonna come at the top, no matter how you look at it. Why? Because the Pakistani system, which is different than what's going on in India. India's caste system, India's social dysfunctions that exist, it's going to prevent it from even creating a cohesive strategy to move forward. Pakistan doesn't have that problem. What Pakistan's problem is it needs to ensure that the civilians and the military work together for the betterment of the average Pakistani citizens. But for it, when it comes down to foreign policy, Pakistan sort of emerged as a victorious during this short conflict with India, and that in itself translates into political capital for Pakistan to really move forward. This is why you see in the movements and the statements by Asim Munir, those are strategic movements that will pre-possession Pakistan in a far better position, politically speaking or diplomatically. India, on the other hand, doesn't have that luxury. Why? Because Modi does not possess the depth or understanding of the global geopolitical landscape to understand where India fits in into that big picture, let alone Modi being nationalist and just pushing for the Hindu stuff and so forth. It's not going to serve the average Indian citizens. And with that, it's not going to pre-possession India on the global stage. I mean, remember, just for your audience to know, how many organizations India is part of? So many. What for? What value does India brings to the table? How many memberships Pakistan are members of? Not many, few. You think about the SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and rightly so for Pakistan to be there. Of course, when you look at even BRICS, India has to undermine the progress of BRICS moving forward, especially on the financial aspects of it. It was India that rejected the creation of some sort of a currency within the bloc to move forward. Why? Because they wanted the rupees to be. What the rupees has no value on the global stage, no matter what, no matter how you look at it. And this is again where I feel comfortable saying that Pakistan has the upper hand when it comes down to its foreign policy. The question for Pakistan is does Pakistan hone in on its strategy to move forward? Because without strategy, Pakistan will struggle as well. And in my opinion, it's now or never. Pakistan has a historic moment to really seize this opportunity and sort of create a better Pakistan, if I may use the term.
Dr. David, it's always a treat having you on the show. We wish to have you back again. Sir, take good care.
My pleasure. It's always, I enjoyed having the conversations with you, and I look forward to next time. Khuda Hafiz.